Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk about the idea that Smarks want Cody Rhodes to be the one to defeat basically Roman Reigns. Like they want him to be the guy to finally beat Roman Reigns and take the WWE title from him, or both titles, or whatever the fuck they're doing with the titles. And I'm here to say why it shouldn't happen and why Cody Rhodes should not be the one defeating Roman Reigns at all or wherever the fuck. Okay? Grab your Coca-Colas, drink it magnetically, aspire make some bitches go, oh shit, oh shit. Here's another reason, here's probably one of the already reasons. Cody Rhodes, him when he won't get bitches on the big black couch and go, oh shit, oh shit. You okay? Like, come on. You think like if you're gonna invite a chick over and you're gonna watch wrestling and you think they want to see Cody Rhodes? No, thank you. Oh shit, oh shit. They think like, is that a gay porn star? Straight up. Like, come on, let's be real here. Cody Rhodes is literally no different. Just because he went to AEW and decided to came back to WWE and now is treated like some big time guy for some dumb reason because he has now a fancy entrance or whatever, got some creative control and whatever. Doesn't mean he's fucking like legit different. If anything, he's literally the same boring fuck as he was before. So that's basically like already another reason. Cody Rhodes sucks. I'm sorry. Cody Rhodes is not interesting or fucking entertaining, and he's not. Come on, the guy has no legit character. What is his character? Oh, he's an American Nightmare. By that name, you think he's a heel. Yeah, he's not a heel. Like, what? Obviously, you can't call him the American Dream. Then it'll just totally rip off his father, even though he's basically ripping off his father every fucking night with the promos he cuts, and always have to rely on, my dad, Dusty Rhodes. He would be proud. Dad would be proud. Dad is my dad. Dusty Rhodes is my dad. He's my dad, and he's my dad. He's my dad. He's my Dusty Rhodes. He's the American dream, and my dream is to be like my dad, Dusty Rhodes. Who fucking cares? The guy has no actual character, no actual persona. He literally fucking. If you've seen him when he returns, okay, let's fucking talk about this. Listen, I get like maybe if you were booking him properly, sure. But I know Smarks think that he was good, he was properly booked. No, he wasn't. You want to know why he was not properly? First of all, it was also his own fault because like when he actually was given the whole match, like when he was like having this long match with Rollins, it was a boring match by the way, no story and shit. Like, I understand there's no story, but like with that match, with a big return somewhat, a match like that should not be long because if especially when there's no story. It should be at least 2 minutes max or whatever. Have Cody Rhodes basically pull up an upset, just defeating him straight up, and then that can advance the story. Rollins being angry, and you could develop a feud with that, and then they can have an actual match. But they didn't do that. Listen, I'm not denying that Cody Rhodes' entrance when he had his entrance WrestleMania, like, oh wow, I can't believe this is actually happening. It was somewhat cool, sure, I will admit that. But the problem is the luster was gone literally 5 minutes after. You want to know why? Because he had a match with Seth Rollins, and it's going to be one of the most boring matches I've seen. Just your typical smarky indie wrestling bullshit. Boring typical wrestling. And then fucking got Cody Rhodes botching. He's not even this great wrestler as people say. And his finisher's not even cool. Okay? Crossroads. It looks like he's hurting himself more. Okay? So he's really not this great wrestler as people say he is, and like really, they want this guy to, especially since he's from AEW. You know what I mean? If you want to be world champion, he should have been champion AEW for fuck's sakes. But for God's sake, like you got fucking Smarks because he's in AEW. I don't know, to see some fucking bullshit. I don't know, make WWE look weak, and that way AEW can pull off. Maybe it's a hidden agenda. I don't think that is true because that'll be fucking dumb. But like the reality is, for people to think like legit Cody Rhodes is the guy that should beat Roman Reigns is fucking retarded because first of all, he's really not that good. He doesn't really draw in ratings. If he was really this ratings draw, why the fuck was he even drawing ratings in AEW? Okay? Like seriously, he's not this ratings draw. Oh, but he got a lot of views on YouTube and No, and Raw after Mania was good rating. You understand that it's because it's WrestleMania, okay? It's WrestleMania. Obviously, people are gonna fucking watch WrestleMania, and they're gonna fucking want to tune in like after like what happened in WrestleMania. They're not gonna tune in for Cody Rhodes. I bet you they'll tune in for Roman Reigns. Okay, sure, you're gonna get that little Smarks that like, oh, you know, I want to see Cody Rhodes, but like reality, it's not really that fucking intriguing. Because I bet you, right when the next show happens on Raw or whatever, when he's on fucking Raw, it's not gonna be good ratings, and it won't be because of Cody Rhodes. It won't be because Cody Rhodes is this great. The ratings won't be good or whatever. And plus, they're probably more or less going to get less ratings than before. So if you think that Cody Rhodes is this big needle mover, or he's like, you know, he because he's being poked, no, that's fucking bullshit. Cody Rhodes is really not that good. No matter how you're gonna try to push him, he's really just a guy. I'm not saying like I hate Cody Rhodes as a person, but like the thing is, like, I'm sorry. Actually, no, I take that back. I do, because if you've seen him on the show Roads to the Top, and I don't know just how he is in real life, he's pretty much gay. I'm sorry. He's garbage. Okay, so let's also talk about multiple reasons. Okay, first of all, again, the guy is not a draw. Like you Smarks stink. If he was a draw, people would watch AEW if he was there. He's not a young guy. Okay, he's literally. I did a research. He's like the same age as Roman Reigns, which is like wow. But like people want a young guy, right? And for God's people like these fans, like these fucking fans or people in general, have been saying like, oh, the guy should be Roman Reigns as a young guy, not an old guy or part timer. Listen, as long as you're believable, and as long as like believable, and you can beat Reigns, then fine, and it makes sense storyline wise. Like it or not, like fucking, I mean, I wouldn't mind Lesnar winning. Okay, but I understand that it does better for the company because like Lesnar, he's gonna be there part time and shit like that. I get that, but like it's gotta be a guy. Like if I don't care if it's just as long as a legit wrestler. From going from Brock Lesnar to Cody Rhodes, it just goes to show how unbelievable that is. Because for God's sake, at least that's the thing with Cody Rhodes, he's not believable. Like, if you're having established Reigns as this unstoppable force, right? This unstoppable guy, you know? He has his bloodline and shit like that. But you're gonna have Cody Rhodes beat him with guys like Brock Lesnar, Edge, John Cena. All these guys who look more believable. Who look more like wrestlers and act like wrestlers. The only reason why fucking Cody Rhodes is probably being treated as this like, oh, he's a... Because for God's sake, he looked more bigger than all these fucking guys from AEW. Okay? And for some reason, he was able to reach an agreement that he could keep all the stupid gay shit that he had in AEW. Simple as that. Okay? Cody Rhodes is not believable. And like literally, from all those guys, you're gonna have Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns after all that build, when he's not even a young guy. He's not even a young guy. You guys want a young guy. He's not a young guy. I understand that's WWE's fault for not pushing people. That is their fault. I would admit that. But come on. I would rather still keep Reigns as champion than a fucking guy who won't really draw in viewership or is like probably who's not legit a good competitor to Roman Reigns. I'm sorry. I would honestly rather keep Roman Reigns as champion unless you actually have a legit guy. And honestly, heck, you could always have like guys like Edge and Reigns. I mean, not Reigns. Edge and Cena, whatever. Oh, basically people who Reigns faced before, and have them like do like a redemption thing, like, oh, you know, they want one more shot. Like, you'd always do that, and that way, like, you know, Reigns could probably lose the rematch with them. You know what I mean? You can always do that kind of bullshit. But then fans are gonna fucking complain. Well, why is he gonna? I don't know. They're always fucking fickle. You know what I mean? Yeah, again, only legit top stars who can draw, like, should be Roman. Or a future star, like, who looks believable. Maybe a Braun Breaker, maybe even a Gable Stevenson. You know, like, I hate to say an old guy, like, heck, I understand Undertaker's retired, but if he ever was to come back, heck, Stone Cold Steve Austin, okay? If Stone Cold is willing to ruin his leg, like, fucking, you know, ruin his fucking last match with fucking The Rock, honestly, it would make more sense if he came back against Roman Reigns. And that would be his last feud. In all honesty, let's be honest here. That's more of a better story. Heck, you could do like the whole Rocky storyline. I remember Vince Russo pitched this. Do like the old Rocky storyline where, like, you know, returning legend, but not just that, freaking, you know, like maybe he's intimidated, like, for the first time in my life, I'm actually afraid. But then Bret Hart could, like, basically help mentor Stone Cold to get ready. Kind of bring that Rocky feel, you know what I mean? That actually is, like, legit. And like it or not, Stone Cold, the best part of WrestleMania weekend. Fuck it. He deserves the world title. He deserves one last run. And you could fucking, maybe you could do another rematch with Rock and Stone Cold, and you can have Rock retire Stone Cold once again, but this time for the fucking title. That's what you should do. Fuck it. Fuck it. The fucking rematch of the generation would be amazing. Fuck it. Do it. I don't give a shit. That would actually be fucking interesting and actually legit. That would actually be fucking awesome. You know what I mean? But that's like wishful thinking. But again, you can do multiple scenarios. Like fucking Stone Cold, Stone Cold actually facing fucking Lesnar. Or, lots of possibilities. And Reigns could be involved. Fucking Reigns. Well, obviously, I think, like, if anything, of course, like, because that's like, if anything, like, The Rock can come back. But I do think guys like The Rock would be legit to win. Obviously, he's a part-timer, and, like, sure, he's busy with Hollywood. But that means, like, he's going to have to lose the title quickly. Heck, lose it to Stone Cold. Or even fucking somebody legit, But again, like, but it's not, sure, but people going to want the young guy, right? It should be guys like Braun Breaker or Gable Stevenson. I understand that, like, Gable Stevenson, he has a lot to learn. But if you start actually having him on the show and actually legit start doing something with him, I'm not saying you should legit give him, like, a Lesnar run, because I always, like, fans would complain he's Smarks and shit like that. But, like, the thing is, like, it's already kind of, if you think about it, written. Like, he's already this great athlete, this, Olympic wrestler, Olympic gold medalist. But you could also bring up the idea that how he was mentored by Brock Lesnar. There's already a story with that. Lesnar. This is what you could always build up for, like, either WrestleMania or whenever this guy is ready. You could do it, like, for a match for SummerSlam or something. I don't know. We could have Lesnar join Gable Stevenson, be like his mentor, his manager. Not manager. Obviously, I go manager, like, what? But, like, be on his side. Basically helping him. Like, getting ready for fucking Reigns. You can establish, like, how, mention, like, how he was his mentor. He helped mentor him. Because, like, there's a story going, like, this is the same guy who Brock Lesnar actually fucking is apparently good friends with and actually mentored. They're apparently from the same, like, I don't know, he helped him. That's what I remembered, apparently. He's the same guy that fucking Lesnar helped in high school wrestling or whatever. Stuff like that. And that's fucking amazing. He established that, and that way he could be fucking future. Obviously, you gotta build the guy up. But also, the more realistic guy is Braun Breaker. But, you gotta book him, right? You gotta make sure he's, like, not smiling. He gotta be fucking booked as a guy who's fucking, actually wants to fucking beat people up and shit like that. Not fucking him smiling, because that's what apparently they're fucking trying to do. Like, do you not? That's what's the problem, man. Like, first of all, Reigns has been pushed too strong. I will say that. But not just that. It's like fucking, like, I hate to say it, like, wow, you actually pushed him way too strong to the point that he's, like, unbeatable. But two, it's like you really have nobody left. This is the problem with fucking creative nowadays. They fucking suck. But, like, that's the more realistic thing. Like, you either had some old guy, unfortunately, having to beat him, some old part-timer, I don't even care, like, fucking, heck, even Edge. I mean, I would have said, like, Edge would have been perfect. Maybe have him win Money in Bank and actually get his redemption, bring back the big gold or whatever, But instead, let's turn Edge heel and shit like that. So you already fucked that shit up. Or you fucked up that kind of dream booking. Like, I mean, like or not, kind of McIntyre. Even though you ruined McIntyre, and I think, like, maybe McIntyre shouldn't, but, like, he's sadly one of the only legit guys who have, unfortunately, this roster, aside from your part-timers who occasionally on the roster, like Edge. But you're gonna also have to fucking, like, or Lesnar, you know what I mean? Like you can't, you already done the whole story with Lesnar and shit. That's why only guys like either McIntyre currently, or it has to be a legit new star, or fucking the old part-timers. Like, people, or even people who are retired, for fuck's sakes, But that's the problem. The fucking Sparks gonna complain and shit like that. But, like, at least that'll be something more believable than fucking Cody Rhodes. And yeah, there's sadly nobody. Like, there's nobody. But, like, come on, Cody beating Roman would be a joke, and no one will watch besides Mark. I bet you. if Cody Rhodes was to fucking defeat Roman Reigns, I bet you the Reigns would probably be even worse. Or it would just like be like, what, really, this guy? Aside from, of course, Smarks be like, oh, this is great, I'm happy for Cody, you know, my beautiful Cody Rhodes, the dashing one, has won. You know, they would pinch their nipples and shit like that, you know, go hard on, jacking off to the jack-off, the American jack-off himself. But for God's sakes, like, really, like, this guy, this fucking guy, come on, get the fuck out of here. And yeah, Cody Rhodes sucks. Like, that's the main thing. Like, just because he got pop at WrestleMania doesn't mean he's over. Like, only Smarks care. Like, people, like, Smarks are people on the internet that are watching in their fucking basement. Like, those are the people that are only gonna watch. Not casuals, not people who used to be wrestling fans, they want to be fans again, or shit like that. You know? You want to bring back viewers, you also want to have new viewers, right? People who actually want to become fans. The only reason why people like me are watching is because I'm reviewing it and shit, you know? And shit like that. That's why. And also, there's like only like little chance like of good things that's going on in wrestling, but like that kind of chances is dying. You know what I mean? Like, no wonder people are gonna watch. It's only gonna be these weirdos, okay? The people that like Cody Rhodes. He's only popular with fucking the Smarks, not casuals, not people who used to watch. People are gonna fucking like, is this guy, wait, Cody Rhodes, that same guy from Legacy? You know, that same gay guy? That's what they're gonna be act like. This guy is champion, or this guy is back in WWE. Like why is he back? You know what I mean? That's what people are acting like. Oh, but the story is there. Oh, he can win for the world title for his father, but like, who cares? Okay, who cares that it's for his father, or whatever? Like, it would not be good for the company. Like, heck, imagine losing. Like, you know, if anything, him losing the match helps add to the story of him, right? Him losing to Roman Reigns actually helps the story. Maybe it could lead to him being a heel or something. Maybe he could have established a character, something, instead of just him beating Reigns when they're literally the same fucking age. And for God's sakes, like, Cody Rhodes hasn't really proven that he could be a star. I'm sorry. Just because he was basically what they say, the big fish on a small pond. That's what he is. That same thing with fucking AJ Styles and all these fucking Smarks, delights that were in fucking all these other promotions, but now are ruining WWE and killing the fucking business because they're fucking boring as fuck. And you fucking Smarks demand these people. You demand them to be in WWE, and no, look what happened now. WWE is fucking garbage, but then you're gonna say, oh, it's bad booking, yet they're fucking garbage themselves. Yes, WWE has bad booking, but when the wrestler is shit and boring as fuck, what can you really do with the booking anyways? Seriously. So that's what I have to say. Yeah, overall, Cody Rhodes should not beat Roman Reigns. It should either be a legit new guy. You know, the only guys like Braun Breaker, Gable Stevenson, they are like legit, more believable. Obviously, Gable Stevenson has a lot to learn, but like then you have to wait. Unfortunately, we have to wait, or you have to bring back an old part timer. You already did it with the Lesnar shit, but then like, but you could have had Edge, but like the thing is, unfortunately, you're now having this heel shit, so that wouldn't make any fucking sense. You ruined that. You ruined that chance. Like Edge could win Money in Bank, win cash in, whenever, maybe like, I don't know, a big pay like a SummerSlam, and then fucking bring back the big gold and shit like that. That'd be the world title. That's like wishful thinking, obviously. And that'd be like one world title, no fucking two title shit. Oh, but you know, Cody Rhodes should just win the WWE title. No, fuck it. No, the titles should be combined. It should be not some two belt shit, okay? Fuck that. You know, Cody Rhodes should never beat Reigns in general. Like, come on. How is it believable, man? Come on. Cody Rhodes is literally, beside his new big look, he's literally no different than Dolph Ziggler. Should Dolph Ziggler beat Roman Reigns? No. Fuck it. He's no different than Dolph Ziggler and The Miz. They're all fucking scrawny motherfuckers. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's all I have to say, people. I'm just keeping it real. You know, so yeah, get your gains, drink your calls magnetically, inspire me some bitches go, oh shit, oh shit. And yeah, till next time, peace. Y'all buying. Fuck Cody Rhodes.